from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. This is Sony Michel. They grew up a few miles north of here. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A play fake to Michel. Now Newton. Flush to his right. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
It's a gain of
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Just beating the play clock is Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sheldon Rankins drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
another 3 and out.
The Patriots send out their punter. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Matt Breida.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Devontae Parker. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's
first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, Newton. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Newton. And able to find Dorsett. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Newton to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Kyle Van Noy. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Ballooning, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Patriots nothing.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Cam going to get this into the hands of Michel. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Nothing.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, a ball batted in the air. Now it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the 50, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before.
Do what we do! Do what we do!
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devin McCourty picks it off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Newton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Off play action. Newton. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton escaping the pressure right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're running it. It's Michel. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
He was brought down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the gun, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Dolphins' 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll find Parker again, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
On for the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, hey, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Going for the deep ball. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found it downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries way to the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Damiere Byrd returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Great. 55 to mine.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Switch gears. 20.
A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Oh, it don't matter.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Byrd now ready to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Michelle. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. You don't know no better. Greg. Watch 55. That's right, baby. They don't want
Newton to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
6, Amendment.
He's heavy on the edge.
Yellow, go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
43 rail.
59 mark. Check. 59.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
On the carry. He was brought down by Vic Beasley. A gain of a
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Patriots.
Let's go, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the slants, watch the slant.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off, Byron Jones. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
On 2nd down, Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Bobby McCain. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.